School of Management Studies IGNOU presents an audiobook on the course MMPC 008 Information Systems for Managers for MBA program. Block 1 Information Technology for Managers. Unit 3 Computer Software Part 2.
Application software. Application software is a complete, self-contained program that performs a specific function directly for the user. This is in contrast to the system software, which exists to support application programs. Application software may consist of a single program, such as an image viewer, a small collection of programs, often called as a software package, that work together to accomplish a task such as a spreadsheet or text processing system, a larger collection, often called a software suite, of related but independent programs and packages that have a common user interface or shared data format such as Microsoft Office, which consists of closely integrated word processor, spreadsheet, database manager, etc., or a software system such as a database management system, which is a collection of fundamental programs that may provide some service to a variety of other independent applications. Programming languages. A programming language is an artificial language as opposed to natural language such as Hindi, English, etc., that is used to generate or to express computer programs. Both system software and application software are developed using one or many programming languages. Generations of programming languages. The programming languages have been divided into different generations according to their characteristics and capabilities. Machine language. The first generation of computer programming languages is machine language. Programs in machine language consist of instructions coded in of zeros and ones. Thus, the alphabets of machine language are 0 and 1. The storage locations and data items are also specified using zeros and ones. These languages are machine dependent. There is a machine language corresponding to each microprocessor available. Assembly language. The second generation of computer programming language started using mnemonics like ADD, SUB, to represent machine language instructions and storage locations. Assembly language is also machine dependent. System software, or at least part of it, is usually developed in assembly languages. Third language. Third generation language, 3GL. 3GL are English-like languages. They use statements and commands which are similar to the words used in English. 3GLs are easier to learn but less efficient in the use of computer resources as compared to machine and assembly languages. Typically, a statement in 3GL is translated into many instructions of machine language. C, BASIC, Fortran, COBOL, and Pascal are the popular third generation languages. Fortran, Formula Translation. Fortran was developed in 1956 by John Bakers. It was developed keeping in mind the scientific and engineering application. COBOL, Common Business-Oriented Language. COBOL was developed in the early 1960s under the auspices of the U.S. Department of Defense in cooperation with computer manufacturers, users, and universities. It was designed to be a language for writing programs for business problems. Another design objective was to keep it machine independent. The language was designed in such a manner that it could evolve and grow to take care of changing program development requirements. Many standards for COBOL have been published since then. BASIC, Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. BASIC was developed in 1964 by John Kemeny and Thomas Kurtz to teach students as Dartmouth College to use computers. It was meant to be a very simple language to learn and also one that would be easy to translate. Furthermore, the designers wished it to be a foundation language for students who wished to learn more powerful languages such as Fortran or Algol. Pascal. It was developed in the late 1960s by Nikolaus Wirth of Zurich. He named it after the great mathematician and philosopher Blaise Pascal. Both Pascal and BASIC have been used extensively for teaching to the beginners. C. It was developed at Bell Laboratories in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie. Many of its principles and ideas were taken from the earlier language B and B's earlier ancestors BCPL and CPL. C was developed with the purpose of creating a high-level language that could be used for writing machine-independent programs and would still allow the programmer to control the behavior of individual bits of data. The bit processing features have made C a popular system software development language. Fourth generation languages, 4GL. Fourth generation languages are less procedural and even more English-like than 3GL languages. The emphasis is more on the output format than the procedure applied to achieve the results. That is why fourth generation languages are also called as non-procedural languages. Object-oriented languages. Object-oriented programming is a type of programming in which programmers define the data types and structure of the data. In addition, the operations that can be applied to the data is also defined. The data and functions together are known as objects. Programmers can create relationships between objects. For example, objects can inherit characteristics from other objects. One of the principal advantages of object-oriented programming techniques over procedural programming techniques is that they enable programs to create modules that do not need to be changed when a new type of object is added. A programmer can simply create a new object that inherits many of its features from existing objects. This makes object-oriented programmers easier to modify. The object-oriented programming languages are usually referred to by the acronym OOPL, Java, C++, and Smalltalk are the popular languages. Python. It was developed by Guido van Rossum in the late 80s and early 90s at the National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science in the Netherlands. Python is derived from many other languages including ABC, Modula, C, C++, Algol, Smalltalk, and Unix shell and other scripting languages. There is a fact behind choosing the name Python. Guido van Rossum was reading the script of a popular BBC comedy series, Monty Python's Flying Circus. It was late on air 1970s. Van Rossum wanted to select a name which was unique, short, and little bit mysterious. So he decided to select naming Python after the Monty Python's Flying Circus for their newly created programming language. Difference between application software and system software. System software and application software are computer programs. The system software is also installed during the installation of the operating system. However, the application software utilizes the capabilities of the computer on which it is installed. The programs and the file that comprises the operating system are system software. These files include configuration files, system preferences, system services, libraries of functions, and the drivers for the hardware installed on the computer. The computer programs in system software include compilers, system utilities, assemblers, debuggers, and file management tools. Once you install the operating system, the system software is also installed. Programs such as Software Update or Windows Update can be used to update the system software. However, the end user does not run the system software. For example, while using the web browser, you don't need to use the assembler program. System software is also called low-level software as it runs at most basic level of the computer. It just creates a graphical user interface through which the user can interact with hardware with the help of operating system. System software just runs at the back, so you don't need to bother about it. The system software provides an environment to run application software, and it controls the computer as well as the applications installed on the machine. Application software utilizes the capabilities of computer. When multiple applications are packaged together, then it is called application suite. There is a common user interface in each application suite, which makes it easier for the user to learn different applications. In some cases, such as Microsoft, the various application programs have the ability to interact with each other. This facility is very handy for the user. For example, a user can embed the spreadsheet in a word processor using the application software. Application software cannot run without the presence of system software. Now let us see the difference between system software and application software. It can be listed as 1. System software gets installed when the operating system is installed on the computer, while application software is installed according to the requirements of the user. 2. System software includes programs such as compilers, interpreters, drivers, assemblers, while application software includes software to automate business processes like ERP, CRM, SCM, PMS, and other such software developed by organizations for automation. Media players, social media apps, word processors, spreadsheet programs are application software. Generally, users do not interact with system software as it works in the background, whereas users interact with application software while doing different activities. 4. A computer may not require more than one type of system software, while there may be a number of application software programs installed on the computer at the same time. 5. System software can run independently, while application cannot run without the presence of the system software. Open source software. Open source software, OSS, is primarily defined as software which is freely redistributable and includes the source code. The licenses under which OSS is released vary greatly. They can be easily downloaded from websites. OSS is vastly different from the mainstream software industry, where source code is highly guarded and programs are only distributed in non-modifiable format. The most important aspect of the open source movement is the participation of users. When a user wants a feature or a bug fix for a commercial program, the user is at the mercy of the software vendor. However, with open source, the user can modify the program according to his needs or fix a bug. Many users will help develop the program for free, simply to improve the product and for the benefit of the community. These are a few of the most common and popular licenses for OSS. Some examples are 1. GNU Public License, GPL, V2 and V3. 2. GNU Affero General Public License, AGPL. 3. Limited GNU Public License, LGPL. 4. MIT License. 5. Berkeley Software Distribution, BSD3 Clause License. 6. Apache License 2.0. 7. The Artistic License. 8. The Netscape Public License, NPL. 9. Mozilla Public License, MPL. 10. Apple Public Source License APSL. A few advantages of OSS are: 1. Cost effective. Open source software often comes free. The individual or organization users can save the software cost. 2. Customizable. Since open source software comes with a source, one can customize existing software to suit one's needs. Closed source software may be customizable, but you need to negotiate and/or pay for customization. Open source licenses typically guarantee you the right to be able to customize the software. 3. More secure. Since the source code is open, more people scrutinize the source code and hence more flaws are found and corrected. The end result is that the code produced is more secure compared to similar closed source code. The following terms are synonyms with open source software: freeware, free, liber, open source software, FLOSS, and free open source software, FOSS. Acquiring application software. A company can either develop or purchase software for its use. In some cases, the purchased software can be modified or customized according to the needs of the company. Build the software. If the requirements of the company are unique or specific, then the decision to build the software may be taken. If the organization has the required talent and time, it may be built by the company itself. This kind of development is known as in-house development. Also, the company may obtain customized software from software vendors. Such software developed for particular companies are called contract software. Buy the software. The company has another option for purchasing, leasing, or renting software from software companies, who develop programs and sell them to many computer users and organizations. The software developed for the general market is called off-the-shelf software. They are readily available and many companies use them to support their business processes. Customized software. The company can also opt to go for a mix of both buy and build decision. In that case, the company can purchase some off-the-shelf available software and customize it to its needs by in-house or external personnel. There are software vendors in the market who provide a range of services like installing, modifying software, training end users, etc. They can be contracted to do the customization. Summary. Computer software have developed so much over the past years that it is very difficult to cover all aspects of the same. System software and application software represents two broad levels of categorization. System software encompasses of the operating system, language translators, and the utility programs. Application software is aimed to solve particular user computing problems. Open source software is distributed with the source code and freely available at a fraction of cost as compared to proprietary software. Acquiring application software is an important business activity and requires to be managed carefully.
We were listening to the audiobook by the School of Management Studies IGNOU for MBA program, course code MMPC 008, Information Systems for Managers. Course Coordinator, Professor Anurag Saxena, School of Management Studies, IGNOU. Voiceover by Renuka. Edited by Ruchi Sharma. Program assisted by Jagbandhu Jana. Program produced by Dr. Manoj Kumar Singh. This program was brought to you by Electronic Media Production Center of Indira Gandhi National Open University.